Hey everyone, welcome to Selenium WebDriver version 4 with Java session 8. In today's session, you will learn how to perform drag and drop mouse actions in Selenium WebDriver version 4 with Java. So in the last session, you already know about the importance of actions class. You already know about different mouse actions. Only leftover item was the drag and drop. So today we'll be discussing it, how you can perform drag and drop in any website with the help of the actions class from Selenium WebDriver. Drag and drop is an action performed with a mouse when a user moves or drag a web element and then places or drop it into an alternative area. There are couple of methods available in the actions class to perform drag and drop operation. Drag and drop, we can provide that uh, source, web element source and web element target reference, and drag and drop by, where you can just only give the web element source reference and then offset value, right, for the x-axis and offset value for the y-axis. Selenium WebDriver Actions class facilitates the automation of drag and drop mouse action. This class provides method to simulate complex user interaction, including those involving the mouse. The most straightforward way to perform a drag and drop is using the drag and drop methods available in actions class, where you need to provide your source and target web element reference, and then you can do the operation. So this is a three-step process primarily. First, you need to create a object or instance of the actions class, or you need to initialize the actions class, right? You could see actions action equal to new actions, and where you are providing that driver informations, which is nothing but the object of the WebDriver interface. Step 2, user need to locate source and target element. Identify the web element to be dragged, which is could be called as source, and identify the web element where it need to be dropped or target. So we are identifying these two elements with the help of the relevant element locator technique. It can be ID, name, class name, CSS, XPath, link text, partial link text, or tag name even, right? We are just identifying the two element, web element reference, source and target. After that, we are calling that actions class object, and we are calling the drag and drop method, where we are providing the source and target web element reference, and we are calling that perform method, right? So that is the way drag and drop will be successful completely. Now let's see the implementation of drag and drop. So this is the website, right? Okay, demo.guru99.com test drag and drop.html, where you could see lot of options available. We can try to drag and drop here. Like there are a couple of items, but here in the debit side there are two options, account and amount. Credit side there is also option called account and amount. Okay, so we can try to drag and drop couple of elements. So account will be definitely bank will be there. Okay, amount we can give some amount right here, and here we can give something called loans or sales. Okay, maybe sales might be able to do it in the credit sides, and we can also give that amount also in the credit side. You could see now debit movement is 5,000, credit movement is also 5,000, and it's showing us perfect. So this is the way we can drag and drop it in that particular website. Now let's see the implementation. So I already created a class called drag and drop mouse actions, where we already defined a right, already declared a global variable for the WebDriver interface, and we have used that before method at the rate test and after method annotations. In the before method, same way, right? Created that setup method. We are trying to create the object or instance for the Chrome drivers class, and deleting all the cookies, giving some timeout, 10-second implicit timeout, maximizing the window. And in the after method, we are creating a method for tear down for quitting the drivers for every method level. And this is our test cases, okay, where we are just simply passing that reference of the website. Now what we will do, okay, once you open the website, so this is the three-step process we'll follow. We'll create the object or instance for the actions class. So actions is the class. We can create an object called action equal to, okay, new actions, and we can provide that object reference for the driver, web driver. Now it's already done, object created. Now what we can do, we can try to identify the source element and destination element. Let's try to create a web element source one, say, equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. Let's try to identify using xpath only, where we can give that xpath. Let's identify the xpath, whatever we want to just pass it out. So this is the one, right? We want to pass that bank. We are pasting it here, right? Debit side here. Let's identify the bank first. Let's right click and click on the inspect here. So you could see for the bank there is an ID available, right? Edit, and the tag name is li. So we'll try to identify with the help of that. Let's try to create xpath slash slash li uh, li third bracket at the rate id equal to the value of the id, okay, 1 out of 1, but we need to click on the link, right? The dot, not the li element. So we can give something called the tag, right? You could see now this particular element is displayed, which is the link. So we can drag and drop it. Okay, now we can just simply pass it here. Okay, let's try to do for the source 2. Let's try to identify all the source element. Source 2 is nothing but, say, whatever we did, sales. Okay, so what is the id? Id equal to edit 2, and same way it is link only. So credit to, now it's linked, right? So this is the li tag, and third bracket at the rate id equal to credit to, and this is the, because this is going to that whole section which is the li list, but if we come to the link only, then that part we can drag and drop. So slash a, right? It is highlighting the element. So this is the source 2. I can give that, I can change that one. Okay, now I can try to create all the source 3, source 3 and source 4 as well. Let's format it. Okay, source 3, what I want to just do it the 5,000, right? This amount, this is the source. Okay, what is that? It is id equal to 4th. Okay, so you can give it id equal to 4th, and if you give slash, it is highlighting two elements, so that's the problem, right? It is two element, but we need to get that first element. So what you need to give, remove that slash. So here we need to give to indexing, because this is the first index, right? So what we will do, we will give some we can give a, that's fine, and here now we can give the indexing. So we can give that completely end with the bracket, first bracket, right? Start and end with. After that we can give the indexing, third bracket indexing 1. You could see first element is being displayed, right? Indexing 1. So I can give that source 3. This is the part, I can change it here, or you can give other variable name, whatever is relevant, right? And source 4, if you give it to 2, now I think it's highlighting the other 5,000 elements, so that is perfectly fine, source 4. So I will change it here now. So all the source has been identified now. Now what I need to do, I need to identify the target for the corresponding element. So I can give something called target 1. Okay, so this one bank, I'm placing it here, right? So let's identify the target. Okay, so what is the target here? This is the id, right? You could see this is starting with the tag called ol, and this is the id called bank. So let's give it called ol tag. Okay, ol, and change the id here. Okay, but we need to also come to the li. Okay, you could see now it is coming that exact element. Okay, now we can just change it, the XPath here. So that is the way you are getting confidence to create the XPath also. So target 1 is done. Now I can try to create target 2, target 3, target 4 as well. Let's just change it only, target 2, target 3 and target 4. Okay, now what is the target 2? Target 2 is this one. Okay, sales part. Let's try to identify sales. Okay, so you could see this is the parent and this is the child, right? Child is coming as A. Okay, for the sales. Okay, not for the sales, sorry, we need to identify it here, na, these sections. Okay, so you could see it is again li starting with ol tag id equal to loan. So if you just change it to loan and then starting with ol and id li and then li, we are coming here. So I can just change it to here for the source 2, target 2. Okay, now target 2 done. Target 3, this one I am passing it here in the amount field. Let's identify it, the amount field where. Okay, so again it is starting with that amount. Okay, amount 7. Okay, we expand it, you could see again li tag is there, so it is amount 7 and starting with ol tag again, this is the amount 7 and li, right? So I can just change the target here, this is the target 3. Okay, now let's go for the target 4 element, this amount. Okay, so here you could see id equal to amount 8. So you can just change it to amount 8, otherwise tag with starting with oi, ol at the rate id equal to amount 8 and then li. So this is perfectly fine. So this is the target 4. I can change it here. Okay, now I already identified all the target. Now what I need to do, if I need to drag source 1 to target 1, so I need to call that actions dot drag and drop. You could see. Okay, here I need to source 1 and target 1, then I need to call the perform method. That's all. Okay, so you could see this is the step we have discussed here, right? Action drag and drop source element, target element, and then perform method. Now we can do same way for all the target 2 also, target 3 also, and target 4 also. So okay, we can change it, the target source to target 2, source 3 target 3, and source 4 target 4. Okay, for every time we can give some wait time. So you can give trade dot sleep, maybe around 2 seconds, so that you could understood whether the drag and drop is happening or not. Let's do it for 2 seconds again here. Let's do it for 2 seconds here again. And for the last step also, let's give it for 2 seconds. Okay, so my code is done. So what we did, we are creating a class under the test annotations, and we're giving the class name called drag and drop, right? We are passing the URL, we are creating the object or instance for the actions class, and we are identifying the source one and target one element. Then with the help of that action class object, we are calling the drag and drop method, providing the source one, target one, drag and drop happening, and calling the perform method. Similarly, other element, right? Source 2, target 2, source 3, target 3, source 4, target 4 have identified, and we're also trying to drag and drop it accordingly. Let's try to execute the keep and let's see whether it's drag and drop is happening for all the source and target element from this particular website page. It will open the page, it will identify the source and target combinations accordingly, and it will drag and drop one by one. We will wait for 2 seconds. You could see drag and drop happen for the bank, drag and drop happening for the bank happen, amount happening. Okay, this amount happening, but sales it looked like did not happen. Okay, so let's see, source sales did not happen it. Okay, let's see what is the sales element we have identified. Okay, this is the credit one. Okay, credit one. Okay, sorry, it is we have changed, still not changed to credit 2 na, it is credit 1, right? Credit 1 slash 1 a slash a. Okay, because it is not same element cannot be drag and drop in the two places. That is the reason, like this drag and drop did not happen for this particular sales option. Now it should work. Let's see, run it again. So opening the page, dragging and dropping bank, dragging and dropping sales, dragging and dropping 5,000 debit side, dragging and dropping 5,000 credit side. Okay, my test case completely got passed. So my code is perfectly working fine. So we are successfully able to do the drag and drop with the help of the actions class and drag and drop methods, and definitely we are identifying the source and target combinations, and we are at the end we are calling the perform method to execute the composite actions. So drag and drop successfully we have implemented using Selenium WebDriver version 4 and Java. Now another drag and drop important methods available which is called drag and drop by in Selenium WebDriver version 4. So in Selenium 4, the drag and drop by method is part of the actions class and is used to perform drag and drop operation on a web element by specifying a horizontal or x-axis and vertical or y-axis offset from its current position. This method is particularly useful when the target drop location is not specified element but rather a position relative to the source element only. So in case just I do not have the target element, source element only, I want to move something to the x-axis or y-axis then I can use that method called drag and drop my. So you are using here action dot drag and drop by source element x y offset and y offset and dot perform method. Action is nothing but the object or instance we are creating for the actions class. Source element means we need to identify the source element which you need to just drag and drop by to certain pixels, and x offset is the horizontal offset in pixel. A positive value moves the element to the right side and negative value moves the element to the left side. Y offset is the vertical offset in pixel. A positive value moves the element down and negative value moves the element up. And at the end we need to execute the action. So apply perform at the end of the action chain to execute the simulated user interaction. Okay, now we implement this one. So what we will do, we will try to create a new test case. Let's remove all this part. Okay, here I can use drag and drop by method name. I'm changing it. Okay, so this is the another website. Okay, you could see this is the website we will be using it. Okay, this is the website where drag element is there. I no need to place it here, right? I can just move up and down, left and right without placing in the drop here, right? So that is the part I want to do. Instead of highlighting here, right? I want to do anywhere, paste it here, same element. Without identifying the drop location, I want to just move it x and y axis wise, right? Some pixel movement I can do it. So that is also possible. So let's identify this element first. So we are opening to the website. We are creating the object or instance for the actions class. Let's define the element called source element. Source, or maybe simply give it source only. Okay, and we can identify the element here. So let's inspect it. What is this available? What are the different thing available? Okay, class is id is available. Okay, draggable. So definitely that should be unique. So what I can do, I can try to identify the element with the help of this id. By dot id. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to call this method action dot drag and drop by source element x offset y offset dot perform. So action object dot drag and drop by, you could see here we need to give that web element reference, and here you can give say 300, okay, and maybe 200. So this is the x axis, right? It will be positive means it will go horizontally right side, and y-axis positive means it will go vertically down, negative means vertically up y-axis, and x-axis negative means horizontally left. So that is the way you need to you can do it. Dot perform method call. That's all. And wait for 2 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever way. You can just wait for 3 seconds and let's see how it is happening now. It will open the page. It will identify the element. Okay, this is the first test case getting executed. Once it is executed, it is going for the second one, which is drag and drop by. It's opening the page. You could see 203 action pixel movement, 300 and 200 pixel movement happen, and it is getting passed. Now you can change it, right? Say 500, or you can give it say minus 20. Okay, y-axis wise, right? Let's give it. Let's see. In case the position is available, then it will do. Otherwise, it will throw the error. Okay, minus y-axis means vertically up. Let's run it and let's see. And x-axis 500 means right side 500 pixel from the original position. So this test case drag and drop is happening for the 4 different sets. Another test case opening the page, identify the element. You could see vertically up by like minus 20 pixel and horizontally 500 pixels right side. So both the test cases getting passed. So that is the way you can, with the help of the actions class, you can try to do drag and drop. In case you have already the source and destinations right object, then you can use drag and drop. So with the help of the actions class object, drag and drop method, you can provide source and target element reference and perform method. So that is the, you can do the drag and drop, but you do not know that you do not have the reference for the droppables positions. Only you are only having that drag items which you need to drag right to some offset value x and y axis, why you can use drag and drop by, where you can call that drag and drop by source element only and some pixel from the x axis and y axis and dot perform method, where you can use drag and drop by. So this is the two important methods available in the actions class to handle drag and drop using Selenium WebDriver version 4. That's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.